Hello there. I am Researcher 703 with the Foundation, and if you are watching this, then you are about to be debriefed on SCP-1661, which means you are about to be either researching or guarding 1661. Now, the object classification is Euclid, so be very careful around this certain object. Now, SCP-1661 special containment procedures are as followed. Specimens are to be contained within Site 5. What? Okay, there's been a change. Site 81. Dissection and experimentation requests are to be filed throughout personnel with Level 3 clearance. So you could technically come to me and ask for it, because I am technically within that right to do it. Right? Yes, my clearance has recently been upgraded because of these videos. I'm kind of a 3.5. Description. 1661 consists of a swarm of self-replicating automaton composed primarily of aircraft components, assembled in a random, seemingly non-functional manner. Although generally argumented in internal workings are highly variable between instances, each specimen contains a generally callisto-baked eye of varying size and approximately center. All 1661s are capable of self-direct flight throughout unknown means and possess an aptitude for swift coordination maneuverability. So, they're Euclid. Do they kill people or take us apart or what? Because the last things I've talked about for you guys have been a little hazardous to my health. And after all of these, I'm probably not supposed to say this, but I am supposed to look into these and get some information through looking at them. And after this video, I think I'm going to. I really wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry. Okay. I will continue. I'm sorry, Steve. While 1661 displays some degree of sapience, attempts at communication have been ineffective. Individual instances are highly specialized for a variety of purposes relating to the seizure and deconstruction of airborne aircraft such as planes, drones, helicopters, and unmanned spacecraft. Laser cutters, multi-fingered appendages, and primitive cloaking devices have all been observed. I'm riding a helicopter out of here today. To go to the next site. I'm not going to have to worry about them, am I? Alright. 1661 prefers to hunt collectively, at night attacking their target mid-flight. They are capable of completely deconstructing unmanned craft and aerial drones in a matter of minutes. In all recording cases, they were successful in rendering such crafts into scrap throughout free fall and before the craft could impact with the ground. The general limit themselves to removing non-vital components to manned crafts, presumably to allow survival of passengers. Oh, thank you, God! Oh, thank God. Experimentation have revealed that in these cases, 1661 are more cautious and precise with their work, taking as long as an hour to carefully exercise specific materials. 1661 has shown no response to prey items other than airborne devices. Oh, thank you. I was getting worried there getting on that helicopter, but that solved. Oh, that solved so many problems right there. Oh, but it does answer so many of my questions, like what happened to that aerial reconnaissance drone on some of those other SCPs I had to look after. Wait a minute. I got in trouble for those, and you guys knew those were these things' fault. No, I'm kind of mad at that. I took a lot of abuse from the head researcher at the time. We flew right through this area, and you guys didn't say a single thing? That's not fair. Well, yes, I'm outrank him now, but that's now, not then. All right. There's a small history section, which is unusual, but SCP-1661 activity was first brought to Foundation attention in 1948. We've had these things a long time. Following several reports of aircraft losing small exterior sections of their wings or fuselages, some passengers aboard affected flights claimed they witnessed small metallic objects moving about the plane's exterior, thus prompting further investigation. A fictionalized account of these sightings were later disseminated to the public as Agent Matheson is accordance of Operation Saga. Investigations into projected hunting grounds of 1661 was fruitful. Several attacks on dummy planes were witnessed by field agents over the following decade, following researchers to eventually triangulate the location of the nest. Contaminated specialists were deployed to the abandoned Albert Johnson Air Base in Indiana, Kansas County in April of 1969. Personnel discovered over 300 1661 in the process of configuring salvage material upon new instances. The majority were able to escape through collapsed sections of the ceiling in complex upon sighting agents, who were successful in capturing several specimens for study. 47 inactive instances were also recovered, each of which did not possess their characteristic eye, hosting only open orbits within the center mass. It is not notable that the 2 instances were responsible for the rescue of Agent Fielding, who had nearly fallen into a fissure in the foundation of the facility. They were both then captured. 3 days after containment at Site 81, a swarm of 1661 descended within the site exclusion zone, landing 5 meters from the main gate. These instances did not resist collection by personnel. That does kind of worry me when they don't resist collection. The last one turned out to be a spy. Yes, I'm still kind of sore about that one. I liked that one till I found out what it was. So, okay, I will keep on reading, but I'd like a debriefing myself before reading these, so I really know what to expect, and what sites I'm going to, and why. You guys just ship me to sites randomly, and I would like to know more information. On January 28, 1971, all 1661 specimens began to display erratic behavior, such as flying around in circles and propelling themselves into the side of their containment chamber. 4 days later, personnel stationed within Tippecanoe County began to receive reports of automobile crashes due to sudden onset seizures in the proximate area of 1661's former nest, with first responders being equally affected. Elements of Eta 10 and Beta 7 were dispatched in order to account for suspected mimetic hazards and biohazards, respectively. The dispatchment became similar affected when approaching within a kilometer of the airbase, despite protective equipment. Aerial reconnaissance was subsequently able to capture footage of a singular mass organism emerging from the fissure beneath the base, consisting solely of transparent tendrils spotted with hundreds of Californic eyes. Heavy bombardment of the entity as it reached beyond the confines of the base did no visible damage. Due to the large area of effect of the creature's hazardous ability, the effectiveness of the Foundation offensive, and the erratic behavior of 1661 specimens, the decision was made to Director Oliver Wrights to release 1661 from containment. 1661 proceeded directly to the former nest, attacking the emerging entity via excision in several dozens of his eyes. Efforts from their entity to ward off the attack were unsuccessful. 1661 provided far too quick to be struck by the tendrils. The entity withdrew into the fissure, disappearing completely. Okay? Personnel and civilian recovered immediately from its effects. Later inspection of the fissure revealed nothing out of the ordinary. No traces of the organism was found. Several non-functioning 1661 specimens in containment were later delivered to the nest, where personnel were able to observe their activation upon insertion of the eye collected from the hostile entity. 1661 is thus formally considered the primary containment strategy for the entity. A full rewrite of the file will be produced to reflect the changes upon further review of the covered footage. We're using an SCP to contain an SCP? Yeah, that thing technically is an SCP. So are these things agents now? Well, they would come in handy if we could take some of them on certain missions. I mean, I know a few things I would like to see them interact with. Yes, the Junkyard Jamboree would be a great one. I'd like to see what they do with them. Are they somehow connected or something? We really should test this out. No, I really do think we should. I'm going to write a full report on this. I really want to see what these could go. I mean, this is opening so many new possibilities and interaction with other SCPs or containment procedures. We really need to look into this. Yes, maybe we can get them to learn a migration thing between bases. And they'll end up back there for repairs and come through the other bases for... Yes, this may work great. Okay, this has been Researcher 703. Signing out, and hope you have a fun time researching 1661. This is Researcher 703 signing off with the Foundation. Goodbye.